Hello and welcome. As you can see, I'm right in front of the Arun Jaitley Stadium. I was just about to say Firoz Shah Kotla. It's not called Firoz Shah Kotla anymore. It's the Arun Jaitley Stadium, and the decider is about to start in about an hour's time. So let me give you a few quick updates. First of all, weather check. Well, it's absolutely clean and absolutely clear skies, but there is a nice breeze blowing. So if India were to win the toss, I would actually want them to bowl first for two reasons. One, they have already batted first in two games. So before the World Cup, you want to test that chasing as well. And number two, this breeze is actually going to help Renuka Singh Thakur. So is Renuka playing? Yes. Renuka Singh Thakur is fit, and Renuka is playing. India is going to go with their unchanged playing 11. How do I know that? Because there are four people who actually went and did the nets and practiced. They were Sayali Sadgare, Uma Chetri, Tejal, and there was another one. Oh, Sri Charan. So these people had net practices. So I'm quite sure that it's unchanged playing 11. But also because I just saw Arundhati, Kranti, and Renuka, all three marking their run-ups. The other thing from the Australian side, I saw Kim Garth running. Kim Garth marking her run-up. I think they are again going with Megan Shoot and Kim Garth. They have gone back to the first ODIs.
Yeah.
Somebody is saying no audio.
No, it's very clear. It's very clear.
यार मोहित पाटिल है ऐसे मतलब फालतू मजाक करो मत करो यार. मैं डर गई. मैंने बोला मैं इतनी जोर जोर से बात कर रही हूँ. नो ऑडियो कहाँ से आ रहा है. ओके गेटिंग बैक टू द पॉइंट. क्या बोल रही थी मैं.
Megan
हाँ.
should the past today pay.
Yeah, so I saw Megan Shoot and Kim Garth both marking their run up. No Darcy Brown then. At least that's what it seems. Sophie Molino is still practicing. Georgia Wareham is also rolling her arm over. But I did not see Alana King rolling her arm over. So I don't know if probably Alana is not going to play and where Wareham is going to play. But it does kind of seem like Molino might make a comeback.
Yes,
So
so
that's
that's a
it from my
very
end.
huge update from the Australian camp that Sophie Molino might get a game just before the World Cup, and I think that will
Oh,
be a
let me
huge
let
boost
me
for.
also add to this that we will have another run fest because the pitch has
Okay,
nothing in it for the bowlers. Nothing. You
okay,
might see when the ball gets old, you might see a little turn, but that's because of the nature of the soil. It has got nothing to do with the way the pitch has been laid or
yes.
made, whatever you call it.
Yes, yes, absolutely. But as you mentioned, Trishadi, that again, I think India will go with unchanged playing 11, and understandable because they won the last match, and I think I just hope the team management also thinks the same way, the way we all have been thinking that India should go for the chasing option because just with the World Cup, we want to taste that. Obviously, the series win is on the cards. It's a huge opportunity to win a series against the mighty Aussies, but still but still you have to taste you have to prepare from all the departments
See,
just before the World Cup.
you have to
So
look
let's
at
see.
the bigger picture. The
Yes,
point is, you know what, right now, because this is not ICC ODI championship points at stake.
yes,
Just to make a statement or just to look good, you cannot be concentrating on whether you want to win the match or not. Of course, every time you go out to play, you will give your 1000% and you will want to win the match. But you also have to look at the bigger picture. India going into the World Cup, India has three games. Today's match, and there are two practice
you are
games.
right.
One against England, and the
I
other
think
one is against New Zealand. So,
yes,
you know, for that you have to understand in these three games you have to get your composition right. Yes, now, um, just a second. One second.
mm, yes. By the way, I will you will get all the update from the Trishadi regarding another purpose behind this match. I think Team India is going to wear a special pink color jersey today. It's a different purpose, and I think it's a very
Yeah,
good
I will
initiative
read it out
in
because
the
it's a little
context of that.
difficult. Yeah, I'll
Yeah, it's
wait.
a bit complex, right? The way they
Yeah.
shared the news. Yeah.
So basically, India is going to don the pink jersey. Of course, we by now know that the pink jersey
Yes.
or pink, representation means awareness for breast cancer. But this is going to be actually a little different. This is along with SBI Life that BCCI is
Mm,
doing. The initiative is known as the dot call communication, which is for 50 dot balls. For
mm.
every 50 dot balls, 200 women will be empowered with thanks a dot kit and breast self examination guidance.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So it's a huge and very good, I think, initiative. So let's see how it's panned out. But it's so good to see, BCCI women
Yes, you know
taking
what,
this
Ashish,
initiative.
I remember when we were having the, Ruth Strauss Day, that is the red day in
Yes,
the Lord's Test match.
yes,
All of us were talking about how India should use these days. India should
mm,
have such initiatives, and India should
quite.
also call for. In fact, there was a Graham Day as well, and
Yes,
these initiatives are extremely, extremely important. If nothing, in fact, I'm not even saying that this dot call communication is actually going to bring a lot of change, but the
yes.
awareness, most of the time the awareness part is extremely important. And superb initiative by BCCI. I just hope in every series they come up with some or the other such initiative. Look, BCCI can afford to do it. And cricket is something, sport in general is something which unites the entire country, right? So because sports unites the entire country, when you want to spread a social message, I think sports is your best platform to do that. So superb
Yes.
initiative by BCCI, but I'm only hoping that India doesn't contribute much to that initiative. That's all I can say.
Yes, especially in the middle overs. Please don't
Yeah,
do that.
especially
But
in the middle of it.
yes, but as Trishali rightly mentioned, that in a country like India where sports is so beloved, I think it's a very good initiative, and sports is something that unites people. And if at least one or two people if get influenced by this, I think that will be a very good success for this initiative. But Tushati, I think during the Border Gavaskar Trophy, you also there for that Magdad Foundation, that Sydney test,
Yes,
the same reason.
yes,
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 absolutely.
yes. Okay, so you have already all the updates. We'll definitely talk about the teams and all after the toss. The toss is yet to happen. So let's take some comment till then. Okay.
But
Okay.
also there's quite a few people coming in,
Yeah.
and from what I'm hearing, in the second half there will be more people getting in, because it's understandable, it's extremely hot. But
Hmm.
so you know what, you don't feel the heat because a, the humidity is less, and
Hmm.
b, there is breeze. Because
Great.
humidity is less, I do think that then the dew factor probably wouldn't be a huge thing in the second innings. So it'll be interesting to see what the captain winning the toss does. I don't know, I feel that if Healy wins the toss, high chances that
Definitely.
Healy will stick to the chasing. And if
Yes.
Herman wins the toss, high chances she'll also stick to whatever she wants, has been doing.
Okay.
I think Australia can afford to stick to whatever they want to do, but I'm
Yes.
not 100% sure if India can, because if Australia bats first, they still have hope. India batting, chasing, if they have given away 300 odd runs, becomes a bit of a problem if you have not tested your batters already, especially with this setup, Nyashish, because there are only five specialist batters.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay, let's take some comments. शायद मुदस्सिर शाबिर are saying कि हाय कैसे हो आप लोग? हम लोग सही है. Thank you भाई पूछने के लिए. Okay. Mm, okay. Um, okay. Prince of World saying I think high chance if Herman win the toss, you will opt to bat first. Just what Tushar
Yeah,
said, right? Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, Deepak. Deepak, it's Trisha ji, not Tanisha ji. But still, dear Tanisha, hello Tanisha ji. आज दिल्ली में crowd कैसा compared to मुल्लानपुर?
क्या, sorry?
दिल्ली में crowd कैसा है compared to मुल्लानपुर?
क्राउड अभी अंदर आना चालू किया है, बिकॉज अभी तो बहुत अभी तो बहुत टाइम बाकी है. एंड आई
Yeah.
ऑल्सो थिंक दैट एज आई सेड इट्स करेंटली. तनिषा जी कौन है भाई? सम
वही
तनिषा
मैं
नहीं हूँ, मैं
बोला.
त्रिषा हूँ. हाँ. बट या एक्चुअली गलती इनकी नहीं है, गलती हमारी है. हम हमारा नाम क्यों नहीं डिस्प्ले करते हैं? कोई बता सकता है?
ठीक है. ठीक है, हम लोग नेक्स्ट लाइव से अपना ये करेंगे, सही कर देंगे नेक्स्ट लाइव से.
हाँ. But yeah, to get back to the point, I think the crowd is building up. I can see families getting in. Um, we'll have to see eventually what happens. Eventually how much crowd turns up. Because from what I'm hearing, a lot of people in Delhi are messaging me that, are you there? We are going to meet, and I'm like, yeah, sure. When are you going to come? So most of them have been saying that it will be in the second half.
Okay, okay. 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 Mohit saying, I think Yastika Bhatia and Pooja Bhastakar will be missed in World Cup. They would have given so much balance to the team.
Yeah, Pooja definitely will be missed. Maybe a little less if Amanjot is back, but yeah,
Mhm.
otherwise definitely.
Yes. दीपक सिंह, दिल्ली का वेदर और पॉल्यूशन कैसा है? छोले भटूरे खाए या नहीं खाए मायापुरी के?
मैंने छोले भटूरे बहुत सारा चंडीगढ़ में खाया है. यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा लाइट जा रही हूँ मैं, क्योंकि 2 दिन के लिए घर वापस जा रही हूँ इसके बाद. और उसके बाद फिर 2 महीने का सफर है, बाहर रहना है घर से. स्नेहाशीष अगर मेरे को खाना बना के खिलाएगा तो अलग बात है. वरना स्नेहाशीष मेरे भरोसे, मैं स्नेहाशीष के भरोसे रहूंगी अगले 2 महीने.
Okay.
तो हम फिगर आउट करेंगे.
Okay. Prince of World saying very good initiative by BCCI. Absolutely.
Yes.
Aryan saying, I think Alisa Haley should retire now because her performances are degrading day by day. Other players should be given chances.
Sneashish, I can take comments from here. I just realized that.
Okay. Okay. Please take.
Yeah, I think Aliza
Yeah.
Healy should retire now because her performance are degrading day by day, and other players should be given chances. First of all, Aryan, I think she has made it very clear that this is going to be her last ODI World Cup. The other thing, Aryan, I don't think Aliza Healy was ever a batter who scored, who was consistent. The difference
Mm.
between a Healy and other batters is, if she, say for example, if she scores in today's match, she's going to take the game completely away from the Indians. So that becomes a little different. Yes, when she was at her peak, those matches would be 9 out of 10. Probably now that has come down to say 5 out of 10. So I understand where you're coming from, but also
Mm.
I do think that she is very clear. And in the nets, I saw yesterday Healy practiced for a long time with Nicole Fulton. I have got the name right. I hope.
Yeah. Feltham.
Sorry. Yeah, Feltham.
Feltham.
And
Mm.
she was guiding Nicole, on wicket keeping, on batting. So clearly, they are already grooming the next gen, because this is what Australia is about. This is something that I was speaking to Snehashish, and I was saying Georgia Wall, for example, has been bowling every single day more than half an hour in the net. She's an off spinner. Do you think you will need Georgia Wall to bowl with 7, 8 bowlers already there? Maybe not. But to keep
Mm.
that bowler handy, to prepare her, to groom her, to mentor her, is what makes Australia different than I think any other country. And so every time you think, why do the Australians reign and why are they world champions? It's because they have started mentoring right away. It's not like, for example, if you look at India and if you look and think who after Richa and Yastika, you'll actually not find someone who's right there with the
Yes.
abilities. Fair enough, but are you grooming those wicket keepers? Is the question, and I think that is where I actually was. I mentioned it with Nehashish. I loved it. Every time Healy is practicing a drill, she's taking Nicole along. Clearly states that, what, you are there in the mix up. You should know how things go, because the transition will be smoother if that
Smoother.
happens.
Mm. Yes. Okay.
दीपक के सवाल का जवाब दीजिए. Snehashish, because Snehashish is so Snehashish and I keep guessing who will come for the press conference, and let me tell you what, Snehashish gets it right most of the time. So Snehashish, आज कितने रन आउट होंगे वो प्रेडिक्ट कर दो.
मैं तो चाहूंगा कि एक भी ना हो, पर लग रहा है एक होगा. एक होगा लग रहा है.
और उसमें स्मृति इन्वॉल्व होगी कि नहीं होगी?
नहीं 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 नहीं, स्मृति आज नहीं. स्मृति आज नहीं.
त्रिशा दी अपडेट ऑन माई हेल्थ. ओ अच्छा नो जेमीज हेल्थ. ओके सॉरी.
बट
अच्छा मेरे हेल्थ को क्या हो गया भाई? त्रिशा दी अपडेट ऑन जेमीज हेल्थ. इज शी गुड टू गो फॉर द वर्ल्ड कप? या शी इज ट्रैवलिंग विद द टीम.
या
In fact, the best part is last game also she traveled with the team. She was there with the team. It's just weakness and precautionary. She's not playing, which is again completely understandable. And I would say the right call, and that's exactly why I thought today probably Renuka shouldn't be playing because of the
yes.
same. Pooja Gosika is saying Harman winning is a toss in a toss is like it will start to rain even if it's pretty hot and sunny. Come on, yeah, Pooja. I think first game Harman won the toss, no, yeah. So yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe we should not want Herman to win the toss. Win the toss, lose the game. See, Healy won
Yes.
the toss, lost the game. Vibhor, Snehashish, this is for you. So both of you will be covering Women's World Cup on ground from Rep Sports.
Yes, absolutely. From every ground, from India, from Sri Lanka, we'll be there. We'll be there with all the latest update and some different stories also. We'll try to find out some stories regarding cricket, regarding culture and everything for you guys. So let's keep an eye on Dev Sports, and hopefully in the coming 2 months, in the upcoming 2 months, along with Cricket World Cup happening in India and Sri Lanka, I think you guys will enjoy. Hopefully with both of us.
Yeah, because we will be bringing in content all the time.
Yes.
I hope jersey change doesn't affect our performance. Pooja, bad news is it always affects RCB's performance. So bhai dekh lo.
The green jersey cars.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. This is a good question. You का क्या chance है India should bowl or bat first if win toss? India, look, I don't think it's because of due alone, but I do think that if India win the toss, then they should bowl first. They should
Hmm.
try and chase. In the world, you don't want a situation where it's an important match in the World Cup, and the set
Yes.
template is if India wins the toss, they bat first
Bat
and they
first.
defend the target. That is fine. But because it's the third game, and after this you have got two practice games, maybe India should, against a team like Australia, try and chase, because you don't want in a World Cup, in a knockout game, suddenly you get to chase against a team like Australia and you are out of
Mhm.
you run out of
Out of
ideas. So I
touch.
think India should try it here. As far as dew is concerned, see, the amount I understand about dew is if the humidity is higher, dew is more. So in Chandigarh, the humidity was very high. That's why there was dew in the first game. But in the second
Mhm.
game, because of the rain, the dew wasn't there. Here,
Yes.
humidity is there. There will be dew, but how much is something we have to see, and that's why if India fields second, I'm sure there will be a few poor fielding, because in the first game it was due. Second
Mhm.
game no due, we fielded very well. Third, here if there is due, our fielding will be affected again. Prince of World, Kim Garth as a power play bowler, good for Australia with mixing of Ash Gardner. Why are you throwing Megan Shoot out of the power play overs? I think Megan Shoot and Kim Garth will open the bowling. They will bowl about 3-4 overs each, and then probably they'll go to Ash Gardner. By the way, good that you have taken the name. So, Ash Gardner was just practicing, and I think she was practicing to left-handed batter. That was the
Bandana.
angle from round the wicket. It has to be Mandana because Deepthi comes in pretty late, and these are your two options. So anyway, what she was practicing was to bowl in the off middle line and the ball going straight. So Mandana has to play straight. Mandana cannot use her wrist. She has to use her wrist if she wants to play,
Hmm.
and get the gaps. So interesting line, but I think that's the plan Gardner has against Mandana. We of course are going to see whether she can execute that or not. Megan shoot good to bowl middle orders. What I've said now. I don't think so. Snehashi, what do you think? I think she'll get the new ball.
Ah, see, I think the primary role for Megan Shoot is in with the new ball and then in the death overs, right? In the middle overs, if a partnership is happening, you want a breakthrough, nothing is working for your spinners and all, then you can try 1 or 2 overs with your prime fast bowler. I think that has been the pattern in modern day cricket, whether it is men's cricket or women's cricket. In Indian cricket, we see in men's cricket that you call Jasprit Bumrah for 1 or 2 overs in between to get that breakthrough if nothing is working for your spinners. So I think that can happen. But initially, I think primarily her role is to bowl solid first few overs with the new ball and then in the death overs. And she has all the experience she can deliver, and I think that is the main role along with Kim Gardner.
Absolutely. Um, what is the average score on this ground with when India women last played ODI in Delhi?
It's very far. I think it's around 1980 or something, or 1990 or
Yeah,
something when they played last time in Delhi. So I think
yeah,
the ground has changed drastically. I think after that after since that time. So I think it is very difficult to now guess what will be the perfect score. But still, I think as Trishadi mentioned the pitches and all, I think it is expected again. Pretty much high scoring game around average 280 290 score. I think will be average score. What do you think, Trishadi?
yeah. I think so. In this ground, 280 is a bare minimum.
Hmm.
Uh, hey, what did I just do? How many matches need to win India to qualify for semi-finals? Out of seven, I think it has to be at least four.
I think 5 matches will ensure that. Definitely. I think some net problem is there. Yes.
Yeah, hello.
Now it's fine. Now it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got a call to my network got cut. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I said I think seven out of seven matches, India has to win a minimum of four.
Yes. I think when you win 4 matches minimum, I think then the net run rate will play a role, I think. But if
Yes.
you manage to win at least 5 matches, I think that will ensure your place in the semi.
Yeah. Trishadi, I'm actually about to tell what you told. Win the toss, lose the game. See, all of us are thinking the same way. High voltage clash at Arun Jaitley Stadium, India women versus Australia women. Both either trophy in intense series. A perfect moral booster ahead of the 2025 Women's ODI World Cup. Alok Kashyap, correct. You have set it up as if it's in the commentary. Will you cover only India matches or other teams also? So
No.
we will be traveling to the cities where India is playing. Now, if when we are in that city, there is any other match, then we will definitely be covering it. So
Yes.
it's not about India alone. Come on, it's a World Cup, and I don't think that anybody other than Snehashish and me are more excited about this. We have been talking about this. I think ever since the World Cup is announced, the venues were not decided, and we're like, we'll do this story. Let me
Yes.
tell you something. We have already started our research, and we have got stories beyond cricket. What we are going to bring for you from Colombo, from Guwahati, from Indore. So we are that excited. You guys just have to like, share, and subscribe all the stories, guys,
Yes.
because of course the numbers are also important for business. And who do you think will score most runs this World Cup? Vibor is asking.
Hmm.
Yashish,
Who will
without
score?
your thinking
Hmm.
cap.
I think Smriti Mandana, PB Litchfield. I think these are the players to watch out for.
Laura Woolward.
Woo! By the way, you've taken a
Actually,
right
no, I will
name.
change.
Puch.
I will change. I think Tasmin Brooks.
Yes,
Tasmin
and
Brooks.
also I want to take the name of Tasmin Breeds. As you mentioned, I think the way she played and three back-to-back hundreds, the way she is batting, it's fabulous. I think last yesterday also both Lora and she scored 100. She remained not out, I think, on 171. But Trishadi, do you think that Pakistan are batting brilliantly 287 yesterday also while chasing
Yes,
330? Chitra Amin
yes, and I think
back to back
Ibrahim is in
century for Chitra Amin.
real good form. Think of this:
Hmm.
you're coming to the World Cup back-to-back centuries against South Africa.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
brilliant. Deepak is saying my prediction: law of averages. Harman और रिचा आज अच्छा big score करेंगे.
कर ले
Smriti out under 30.
ठीक है
अच्छा
कोई
दीपक
नहीं
चलिए.
ठीक है कोई नहीं कर ले भाई सबको फॉर्म में चाहिए कुछ भी कर लो बस फॉर्म में रह जाओ
पवन सुरेश हाय गाइस ये है दुनिया की सबसे नॉर्मल चीज. कहाँ चला गया भाई? कहीं तो चला गया ये. यार इतने कमेंट थे कि सब भाग गए. रुक जाओ तुम लोग.
वेट वेट मैं भी देखता हूँ इधर से
हाँ मिल गया मिल गया. हाउ मेनी मैच? अरे ये तो ले लिया. इंडिया women will score 325 today if they bat first. Snehashish, what do you think?
okay, it's fine. We always wanting them to cross that 300 run mark since the first game of this series. So if in the final game they are doing, see, I think all of you, we both have talked several times that we want the team to chase down a total in this game to have that preparation ahead of the World Cup. But somehow the toss is not anyone's hand. But somehow if India were asked to bat or they even choose to bat first, then the purpose will be and the aim will be to cross the 300 marks, end up with at least 310, 320 to have that extra cushion for your bowlers because as Trisha said that the dew might not be there for the then it will be happy then it will help the bowler primarily but still I think with Australian batting lineup even a 300 total is not that kind of a safe if you are not bowling that much well so I think if India batting first whether they were asked to or whether they choose I think they definitely go for the 310 or 320 run mark.
Okay, Prince of World is saying, Trishadi, what will be the scores of both teams if they bat first? I think India will be 250 to 260. And
Oh,
if Australia win the toss and they bat first, 280, 90, I think.
okay, okay. So it is difficult for India in this decider then.
Um, तुड़ीशा जी, ये दीपक, ये तुम्हें मुझसे कोई प्रॉब्लम है? मेरा नाम का तुमने 12 बजा दिया. बट यू नो व्हाट दीपक, लेट मी टेल यू समथिंग. आई थिंक अगर कोई अपने नाम का बर्बादी डिजर्व करता है तो वो इंसान मैं हूँ. क्योंकि मैं नाम भूल जाती हूँ, लोगों को कोई भी नाम से बुलाती हूँ, तो मैं डिजर्व करती हूँ. जो आप मेरे नाम के साथ कत्ल कर रहे हो जो मेरे नाम का, वो मैं डिजर्व करती हूँ. सो तुरिशा जी, हाँ बोलिए. शुड हॉटमन कम एट नंबर 3 if good opening start? I think yes, absolutely depends on the number of overs. If, like for example, if the opening pair has played 20 overs, then I don't think that you should look at who is batting at which position. It should be how many overs. You want Harman to get that time to settle in and then play her shot. So whether it's Harman or Jemmy, if the opening pair has played those 20 overs, in fact, I would say send Herman at 3 and Jemmy at 4. If Herman does not want to come at 3 because somehow, there are mental blockages for a number of players, it happens. So if she feels that, then send Jemmy at 3. Not at number 3, it's because already 20-25 overs have been played. Players like Harman and Jemmy need to play at least 25 overs in a game for India to cross that 320 mark successfully as many times as possible.
Yes.
Sanjit Sarkar, did you watch yesterday match? Pakistan women were on course to chase 313 but late collapse and they lost 25 runs. But positive intent and
Update.
Sidra in fine form.
Update.
Just have to get over the line. Huh?
Australia women have won the toss and they have elected to bat first. So India are chasing.
Thought as
Okay.
much. Australia will come up with reactions, right?
Yes. Yes. So Australia have won the toss. So that is, I think, good for us because we all are wanting our team to to have that chase. So I think it's good that Australia have won the toss and they have opted to find thankfully to bat first. So now India will chase down. So let's see. So as per Trishada's prediction, Australia is going to score around 280 to 290. So let's see. Okay, Sanjit Sarkar comment. Okay, regarding that yesterday's match, right? Pakistan and South Africa. Yes, yes.
I did not
I
watch it.
think
Did you
so.
watch it?
No, because it's happening in Pakistan, it's very difficult to have the live telecast and all.
Oh
But
yes, of course. That's why I'm
yes,
wondering why did I not get it
yes,
anywhere.
I think in fan code
Uh,
maybe, but still difficult.
Alok Kashyap is saying Beth Mooney will score most of the runs today or which day in the World Cup.
Or in World
Can be.
Cup, maybe. Yeah, in World Cup, maybe.
Okay, this comment has made my day, guys. Siddharth Patil, hi Trisha, big fan of your work. The way you cover women's cricket, it's inspiration. I'm taking a picture of this. I am literally going to take a picture of this because this is going to be there. Thank you so much, Siddharth Patil. It does mean a lot because, of course, a lot of work is put in, a lot of passion goes into it, and I think it's a little easier to cover games when you know that there are a lot of people watching, there are a lot of people
Mm.
supporting, but it's difficult to motivate yourself to get up and work each day and put in effort when you know that most people are not watching. Or if India loses, they're going to come up with comments that, oh, it was useless. And if you're talking about my work, there is another one. I think there are two people whom you have to absolutely, I have to credit for this work. One, of course, is Sneha, the relentless support, the relentless work that he puts in for women's cricket. Probably because I talk a lot, probably because I interrupt him a lot. You guys don't get to know, but Sneha puts in so much work, takes off so much workload from me that I cannot tell you guys. I'm so glad and grateful that I got to work with him. I think women's cricket has got a different meaning. And both of us obviously have to thank our boss, the one and only Mr. Majumdar, Mr. Boria Majumdar, that, when half the people were sending no one to cover this Australia tour. I just needed to tell him once that Boryada, I need to go. I think this tour is going to be extremely important just before the World Cup, and he sent me immediately. So of course, these are the two people. At times, you forget to thank people behind the scenes, but of course, these are two
Yeah,
very big, supports. Okay, the Indian playing 11, as already mentioned, is unchanged. Smriti Mandana, Pratika Rawal, Harleen Dayal, Harmanpreet Kaur, Vinki Sharma, Richa Ghosh, Radha Yadav, Arundhati Reddy, Sneh Rana, Kranti Gaur, Renuka Singh.
yeah.
And
Australia.
okay, so there is only one change in the Australia lineup. Kim Garth comes in place of Darcy Brown.
Yes. So no Sophie Molyneux in this game also.
No.
Yeah, Georgia Ball gets another game as Rishadi reported yesterday only that Village Field will not get a game time tomorrow. Means today and right now. So that is the update. So that is the update. But again, Alana King, Wareham, and Ashley Gardner, three spinners.
Yeah,
That
can
will
you
be a
just
treat,
read the
right,
playing
Rishadi?
11 out? Just read the playing 11 out,
Yes,
Australia's.
yes, yes. For Australia, it's Alyssa Haley, Georgia Wall, Alice Perry, Beth Mooney, Grace Harris. Grace Harris is there. Grace Harris
Oh,
is there.
sorry. Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
Grace Harris, Ashley Gardner, Tahila McGrath, Georgia Wareham, Alana King, Kim Gard, Megan Shoot. So who is gone out? I think Grace Harris has come. Okay, in Sutherland, Annabelle Sutherland is not there.
Yeah,
Grace
Annabelle
Harris.
Sutherland.
Yes. Okay. So Trishadi, today you are getting some entertainment. Grace Harris is out there.
Yeah, yeah. This
Today
this
we
will
have
be
to
fun.
see.
This will be
Yeah,
fun.
today we have to see which burger she uses
Today
to
I will be
score
tuned
run.
into Geo Hotstar. I'm listening to Geo Hotstar.
Yes, and it will be interesting to know which burger she is using today to score some runs. Yes. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah. So these are the playing 11s, and it's pretty decent. I think a good match is
yeah.
waiting.
What a performance by Tasmin Brits in the last game. Tasmin Brits also back-to-back century and yesterday 171. What a
Not
brilliant
even not
knock.
even back to back. Hat trick of centuries back to back. Last three
Yes,
innings,
correct,
three centuries.
correct, correct. Wow.
He is
Talk
in.
about form. Appreciation for both of you, only guys covering it well. Thank you so much, both. These comments mean so much. You can't. I mean, we can't tell you. Sorry, I'm going to take picture of this. Guys following me in Instagram, all these comments are going on Insta. इंडिया को चेस करना चाहिए आज. चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए पता नहीं,
अब तो हो
ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने
गया.
बोल दिया चेस करने का तो करने का.
Yes.
Sporting destination is saying Pratika 100 is coming up. Snehashish, what
ओके
do you
आ
think?
गया. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ सब पॉजिटिव हो जाए जो होना है, बस सबको फॉर्म में रहना है, जिसको जो करना है कर लो. बस फॉर्म में रह जाओ, वर्ल्ड कप के पहले जो कर लो.
Alok Kashyap, Raval, back foot player, play very slow. Pratika Rawal has got this thing, Alok. I don't completely agree with you, but yes, from the first 50, she scores at a better strike rate than the second
Hmm.
50. I will try and bring the strike rate for you guys as well, but that's the observation that I have had. Why
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe someday we'll find out. Sporting destination Harmanpreet runs will be important for before World Cup. It will be confidence boost. Snehashish.
Absolutely, for any player, not only Harman, if anyone who has not been performing that much well in this series will be looking to do well in this game and ahead of the World Cup against Australia in a series decider. If you perform well and that will help your team to win the series, I think it will be a historical series win for India and it will be a huge boost. Not all, obviously for that particular player, and obviously for the whole group. Just ahead of the World Cup, you just beaten the world champions and you are coming to the World Cup with three successive series wins, twice series wins, defeating England in England and now defeating Australia in home. And in home condition, you are going to play your World Cup. So I think that will be a huge boost. So let's see how everyone performs. Anyone, be it Herman or anyone, it will be huge boost for any player if they perform well.
Yeah, I mean, you want every single Indian player to go into the World Cup with that confidence and momentum in their stride. Prince of
Yes.
World has asked a very pertinent question. South Africa women scored 292 in 46 overs. Why Pakistan team chasing 313 in same 46 overs? That's because of a very
That's what
complicated
yes.
method called Duckworth
That's
Lewis.
what.
Uh, ये तो हिस्ट्री लिखना पड़ेगा अगर एक्सप्लेन करना
It's
पड़ेगा तो
बहुत difficult
छोड़
है.
दो वो
बहुत
रेन
difficult है.
कर्टेल्ड मैथड में एक फॉर्मूला यूज होता है व्हिच इज डकवर्थ लुईस there are apps where you can just put in and they will give you the
Yes.
result. It's not like people are sitting and using that formula every single day.
Yes. But
Last
but
5 minutes
बट
into this,
त्रिशा जी, दोनों टीम का ही बॉलिंग तो कॉन्सर्निंग है ही. अगर इतना रन पड़ रहा है दोनों को ही, बॉलिंग तो डिफिकल्ट है.
I think every team ka baba, if it's flat pitch, then every
Yes.
team bowlers are going to suffer. You batters do not want us bowlers to have a nice life. That's the problem.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Next question, please. Hmm.
Who will challenge
Challenge.
India apart
Yeah.
from Australia in World Cup? ये क्वेश्चन उल्टा था. Apart from probably Bangladesh and Pakistan, everybody will challenge India.
Yeah.
बिकॉज ये ऐसे कॉम्पिटिटिव है, दिखने में ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत गैप है सारे टीम्स
Yes.
के बीच में, बट इतना गैप नहीं है. इट्स नॉट
Sri
लाइक
Lanka
इंडिया इज
will
प्लेइंग
play.
बैड.
Sri Lanka will play some of the games in their home conditions, so they are a very good side in that particular condition. So I think Sri Lanka will be a dark horse.
Absolutely. Sanjit Sarkar, SXU, is saying Sri Lanka under 19 women doing well, defeating Australia under 19 women today, promising group of youngsters.
Yes, yes. A series is going on in Sri Lanka between them, so it's a very good news that they have started with a win. And this is the what want from every board. The grooming of the future stars, and that is how it helps your senior teams going forward.
Shreya Datta says hello. Hello, Shreya.
Hello.
क्या कराना चाहिए? इंडिया, ओ, इंडिया टॉस हार गई है और चेज कर रही है।
अच्छे हो
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
गया।
का, हाँ अच्छा ही हो गया। इंडिया तो
अच्छे हो गया।
वही एक ही फॉर्म में जाता। Ojasvi Thapa is saying, "Don't worry, SA will lose once knockouts are here." Sure, Ojasvi, but also SA has defeated Australia in World
Yes.
Test Championship this year. So let's not write people away directly. But I do know
Mhm.
where you're coming from. Pratika's 100 will come in 150 balls. Okay. So in the other 150 balls, then India has to score 200.
Yes.
Aryan, India will win this series. Aryan, आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर.
हो जाए, हिस्ट्री हो ही जाएगी।
Any due from Delhi? Any update? सुबह सुबह ड्यू क्यों आएगा भाई?
शाम को
अभी
देखते हैं।
तो ड्यू नहीं नहीं Manikandan, I understand your question. See,
Yeah.
if I'm being extremely honest with you, I am a little confused how much due is going to be there. I do think there will be some due, of course, but
Mhm.
ह्यूमिडिटी चंडीगढ़ से कम है, तो इसीलिए मुझे पूरा समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि कितना ड्यू आएगा। बट ऑफ कोर्स आप लोग रेड स्पोर्ट्स के ट्विटर हैंडल फॉलो करते रहिए, डेफिनेटली जो भी अपडेट यहाँ से समझ में आएगा मैं देती रहूंगी। Chasing is much pressure game is good for India mental strength. True. Exactly what we were saying, right, Snehashish?
Yes, yes, absolutely. I think if you even fail, well, we don't want them to fail, but if they know what are the areas that you need to work before that the first game of the World Cup, especially while chasing, then you have, because you have two opportunities to warm up. In those two warm up, at least in one of the matches, then you go for another chase and you look to improve those mistakes. I think that will be helpful.
I think SM should perform in this match because she always doesn't perform in crucial matches or knockout matches. पिछला मैच में अगर वो परफॉर्म नहीं करती तो आप 2-0 से सीरीज हार चुके थे, तो ये
First
कहाँ
of
से
all,
आ गई?
first of all, SM देख के मैं डर गया कि स्नेहाशीष मुखर्जी फिर नहीं सुनती मन में।
Oh, oh, बाप रे बाप. Um, okay, another comment that I'm going to take a picture of. Prince
Okay.
of World is saying, "You both make my mental health stable after every match because I'm someone who want to share my thoughts on games with someone. I
Yeah.
found you too, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
All heart.
It's
Thank you
it's
so much, Prince of World."
it's something different. It's very different comment,
Yeah,
and thank you.
exactly. It's very unique.
Mm.
Wait, guys. I only have one hand. I can only take a few comments.
Yes.
Pink brings to win lucky. As long as, yes, sure. I'm not confident that we can win the World Cup with this kind of play. Girls have to level up the game. Yash, I completely agree with you. Snehatish?
Yes, I think there are so many areas that you can improve, and see any team. I think even if you ask Australia, who are known to winning everything, you can say winning crucial matches and all. Even they will say, okay, these are the areas that are still working on. We need to get improved. That is why they lost one of the matches, like yesterday, the last game. So I think any team have that area. They have some areas that they will love to work on again and again, and India have. But I think this is the team we have to bank on them. We have to cheer for them. We have to back them, and hopefully in home World Cup, I think once they pass that group stage in the knockout game, means they have said several times, particular those 2 days. If you do all the things correctly, who knows? You might get that maiden World Cup in your hand.
Okay, guys, now we will close the show, and I'll tell you exactly why we are closing the show 15 minutes early. Because when we were in Chandigarh, तो लंच नहीं मिलता था, एक स्नैक्स जैसा मिलता था, आप कभी भी खा सकते थे. यहाँ पे 1 बजे से लंच मिल रहा है, तो मुझे लगा है बहुत भूख, क्योंकि हम ब्रेकफास्ट करके निकलते हैं फिर लंच तो
एकदम
नहीं, तो मैं लंच खाऊंगी मैच शुरू होने से पहले, तो इसीलिए मैं जल्दी
एकदम
जल्दी जाऊंगी. ये लास्ट क्वेश्चन किसी का है वो जवाब देके जाऊंगी. मणिकंदन का है, व्हाट अबाउट पिचेस फॉर वर्ल्ड कप? देखिए, सीजन शुरुआत की पिचेस है तो मैक्सिमम पिचेस ही बैटिंग फ्रेंडली होंगे. थोड़ा
Yes.
सा टर्न कहीं कहीं मिल सकता है। जैसे मानिए वाइजैक में अगर वो रेड सॉइल यूज करके आप थोड़ा सा टर्नर बना सकते हो, स्लो टर्नर, बट अदरवाइज आई थिंक मोस्टली यू विल फाइंड बैटिंग विकेट्स, जो कि मुझे कहीं ना कहीं लगता है कि गेम को और ज्यादा पॉपुलर कर सकता है, बैटिंग
Yes.
पिचेस, तो यही
But
है।
Trishadi, in Sri Lanka, slowish tracks.
Yes, yes. That's what you expect. Slowish turning tracks, sluggish
Mm.
tracks, to be honest. And I
Mm.
do think that Pakistan spinners also will play an important role there.
Mm. Yes. Okay, so all the comments done. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you, Trishadi. We have to let Trishadi go for that lunch and then the match starts. So thank you everyone. So let's meet in the mid match show. Obviously, hopefully India managed to somehow restrict Australia to a decent total that they can chase down and win this series just ahead the World Cup. Okay, another comment maybe have come up.
Yeah. Manikandan
Yes.
said, I am from Tamil Nadu, fan of yours. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Manikandan.
Thank you so much. So okay, as I said, let's meet in the mid match show. Till then, take care and enjoy the match. Thank you.
Thank you.